All right, so we've done the evaluation, and what are your thoughts on your results at this point?
You're joking, eh? Too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
That's your initial thought? That's the real thought? What do you really think?
That these are going down.
Okay.
I'm going down, definitely.
Okay. So you don't feel discouraged, you don't feel down about it?
I feel down, but it's more encouraging to do something about it, eh?
Okay. All right. All right. Well, then there's one thing you need to understand, at this point, and this is the start, and you have to put something really serious into your mind, and that is that if you really want this change, it's not, we call it lip service. You don't just say, I want to change. Many people say, I want to change. But you actually, to accomplish a change, you need to make that decision every single day. Every day, in the very first thing in the day, you may need to make a decision that today is the day that I'm changing. You need to focus on those things and make it a priority in your life. It has to be in the forefront of your mind that you're going to change, and that you're going to change for the better. And change is lots of different things. It's like making bread. It's a bunch of different ingredients, and it has a direction. And when you put it all together and you follow the directions, the result is you will get what you're asking for. Not tomorrow, in time. And that's with everything, okay? So you have to have a lot of faith, you have to have a lot of belief, you have to have a lot of trust, you have to have commitment, you have to have this, vision, the big vision, all right?
To see it.
To see it. And it has to be looked at every single day. And if you don't have that, all right, if you do not maintain that, this is where people get lost, because they wake up and they forget, what it is that they're doing, and they get so caught up with work and family and relationships and all of these other things that instead of thinking about what it is they need to accomplish, it is now 3 weeks down the road and time has passed and they haven't put themselves as a priority. You have to be number one. And I'm telling you this really, because what we're doing together here is not just for you. This is also me, and this is my time. This is my emotions, this is my energy, and you're taking that from me. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to take from you something. I'm going to take from you your commitment and your dedication to this, because if we're going to do this together and create a partnership, would you like it if I was part of that partnership and I didn't give you what you needed?
No.
Because then your success would be very limited. So on the other side, the flip side of that, I want the same thing. And if you're not going to wake up in the morning and realize that you're not just doing this for yourself, but you're also doing this because of our partnership, our agreement, and that is that you're going to follow this through because you don't want to waste my time either, then this is how we're going to stick together. Because this is not something that you're going to be doing out of hat or automatically or like you brush your teeth just without thinking. Because those are the things you've already established in your life. You've established those routines and you've established those values. Mm-hmm. But this is not a value that you've already established, all right? So to accomplish this goal, we need to establish a sense of value. And what do you think that value is? Over your body or over your life?
My life.
Over your life. Your life is much more important and more valuable than anything else. Do you feel that you can accomplish this? Do you really feel that you can accomplish this?
Yeah.
Do you really feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Totally.
Okay. That is the most important part. Will you do what it takes to make this work? Meaning sacrifice, commitment, saying no when you really want to say yes, looking at a piece of cake or doing something you shouldn't do. Will you be able to say no? Will you commit through and through for this? Okay. Yes? All right. I should hear you say it, actually.
You will.
No, I want you to say it now.
Okay.
Say yes.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, I will tell you one thing. Perfection is not what I'm looking for. Okay, so don't set yourself up for perfection, because in perfection, there's nothing but failure coming. Now, I don't really believe in failure in that sense, but if you set this up for perfection, the day that you make a mistake is the day that everything falls apart. Because women have a tendency to say, I will be perfect. And you can't keep up with that. You can't live up to it. As soon as you don't live up to it, you start feeling guilty and down. And that's when you start to implode on yourself and get down on yourself and eat things that you shouldn't eat. And instead of one thing, it's 10 things. Instead of 10 things, it's 20 things, because the door opens wide up and you just let it go. Then the guilt comes in and the bad feelings come in and the more negative self-talk that you say to yourself, how you failed, how you're not good, how this is not working. And all those negative things come in and it blows everything up. I don't want perfection. I want consistency. If you make a mistake, that's life. That doesn't mean that it ends. If you made a mistake with a meal, there's another meal coming in 2.5 to 3 hours. So you don't need to worry about what you did right now. You don't need to stop and analyze it and assess it and make it bigger. It's over. It's done. Now what you're going to do next. Okay? There's a saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So big tasks that you have in front of you that seem so big and insurmountable, just piece away at it. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to build and construct a brand new you. It's not really brand new, it's just going to be brand new to you because it's already inside of you. Okay? So what I'm leaving you with today, okay, is this. We've taken this information. I'm going to put together for you your own personal roadmap.
Right.
It is going to consist of everything that you need, all right, to make the changes. Physically, emotionally, psychologically, everything. My perspective on how this is all going to be. And you're going to need to follow that, all right? And if you do, you will join the ranks of everyone else who has become very, very successful in changing their life and their lifestyle, okay? And ultimately in that, your weight and your fat weight is going to start to go. Okay, so that's what I wanted to tell you. I want to know where you're at now emotionally with this. Are you ready to go? Are you excited? Are you charged to go? All right, so we're going to get together in another week, okay? And we're going to start to implement the plan. We're going to get this roadmap. We're going to go through this roadmap, understand it at that point, and then we're going to head off into this whole brand new awakening for you, okay? All right, so let's put it there. We're going to do it, okay?
It's always a big
Okay?
Thank you.